some creative ideas to celebrate Halloween, a guest chef in our kitchen with a delicious recipe, and an update on technology for making home videos. That and much more is coming right up, and I hope you'll stay tuned.
Providing entertainment for over 25 years, WALA-TV presents a tradition in Mobile, the Dot Moore Show. Once again, Dot Moore.
Hello everyone, welcome to the show. We're so glad you're there, and today we're going to show you some great ideas to celebrate Halloween in your home that you made yourself, because Joe Brown is here from Glazed Bio. Also in our kitchen, Filippo Maloney from the Pillars Restaurant, and there's more. But right now, our feature fashion on location. Today at Bellingrath Gardens, we're standing down on the lower walkway in front of the Bellingrath home, where the entrance is that overlooks Dog River, a beautiful sight, a beautiful view that the Bellingraths must have had in this gorgeous home, with a cascading terrace of huge rocks interspersed with every kind of color you could dream of in a tulip plant, or in some ferns along the way and other plants. Gorgeous, gorgeous sight at Bellingrath Gardens. And our fashion today is geared towards summer comfort. It's an acrylic interspersed with cotton in the happy color, yellow, a very pale version of yellow. Buttoned down the front with decorative buttons, has real pockets, and of course is washable, but never needs ironing because the fabric has a very nice little added feature, and that is a crinkle look. It's a potato original, and it's courtesy of Holiday on Shell Road in Spring Hill. Well, most of us are interested in saving money while we eat healthy and nutritious food. In this report, we have some great hints for you on how to accomplish that.
Here are a few tips to help you save money while enjoying heart-healthful foods. First, buy bread that's whole grain or enriched with B vitamins and iron. Next, try no-fat foods. Just remember, no fat doesn't necessarily mean fewer calories. It pays to purchase plain pasta. Spaghetti and macaroni generally cost less than pasta in fancy shapes. Choose grapefruit and oranges, heavy for their size. They have more juice. Sliced, cut, or chopped, frozen or canned vegetables usually cost less than whole ones. Buy lean cuts of meat. USDA Select Beef contains the least fat. The second leanest grade is Choice. Chicken and turkey often cost less than other meats, and they have less fat and fewer calories. Use less expensive forms of tuna, such as flaked, in sandwiches and mixed dishes when appearance isn't important.
The National Society of MS in America have just issued some new guidelines to help those individuals who suffer from chronic disease to ease stress. And this is what that's all about.
Many people are discovering a healthy way to manage stress. One way is to take a lesson from those who have to handle even more stress than the rest of us, people with a chronic illness. Experts at the National Multiple Sclerosis Society have many strategies for taming stress. First, simplify your life. Relax and let the grass grow. Learn to say no. Do the unpleasant things early in the day so that you don't have to worry about them. Schedule rest periods. Knowing that you're going to rest on a regular basis can stop you from feeling guilty about not completing a task. Finally, learn to laugh at yourself. Multiple sclerosis, or MS, is a chronic unpredictable disease of the central nervous system. It is usually diagnosed during the early adult years. To find out more about the National MS Society or to find the chapter nearest you, call 1-800-FIGHT-MS or visit www.nationalmssociety.org.
Well, Halloween can't be that far away, and Joe Brown is here from Glaze Bayou with some great ideas for those of you who really celebrate the holiday. And Joe, I understand people do celebrate it quite a bit with things like dinner parties, birthday parties.
Halloween begins my busy season at the studio because it's the first event of the fall when everybody wants to get out, the cooler weather. You know, they're tired of the beach and they just want to do something else. And my studio offers some place to do that.
Well, that's a thought. They're tired of the hot weather and the beach and the whatever. And this is really the first step out. Okay, you have some great ideas. I wanted to ask you, the M&Ms, we're going to talk about those a little bit, are very colorful today as opposed to when they first started.
Well, it's a new product that I have at Glaze Bayou. I'm the only one in Alabama or Mississippi or the Panhandle or Florida that carry them. M&Ms came out with 21 different colors, and they all taste the same, but they all have a different image. People are using them for holidays, like I have the black and orange M&Ms for Halloween.
Yes.
And sporting events, I have orange and blue for Auburn, red and white for Alabama, but with 21 colors, you can find your team colors there.
Well, they're not supposed to like each other.
No, they're not.
That's right. Okay.
But with Halloween coming up, people are painting different items for Halloween. You can do a bowl like this
to
give out candy with. And it's something you can pass down. So if you do it, you can give it to your daughter or your son, and you know it becomes a family keepsake.
But you know, that has a lot of small, what is that, candles or little?
Those are candy corn.
Aren't they something? Yes, that's quite something.
With little ghosts in there.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But you can make anything Halloween. I have picture frames that are painted like pumpkins.
Yeah.
But it's also a good time to schedule events like bridal showers, birthdays. I do I have a special room set up just for parties where people will come in and celebrate their event however they want to do it.
Well, I know I've heard people who have been there, and that is so novel to be able to present a room for them to do what they really want to, right? Okay, now you've got a lot of little things here that could hold things such as M&Ms or mints or whatever.
I have a lot of decorative items that are specific for the holiday, such as these jack-o'-lantern style bowls.
Yeah.
Or more so bowls that you can paint however you want.
Those are little ghosts and candy corn.
A little girl came in the other day and painted ghosts around this bowl and candy corn.
Really? Well, you have adults as well as children?
It's for all ages, and you're not limited to the creativity that you may have. I have what I call an imagination station. It has over 1,000 different examples of things that have been painted with pictures and drawings and ideas. And then I'm also there to offer my expertise and individual instruction whenever you want.
Well, you know, I wondered whether I would call you, and I thought, well, I need a new hobby. I ought to get into something. I had absolutely no talent that I know of crafts. Do I have to know a little bit of something before I come out there?
It's about approaching the event with fun. I mean, you're coming out there to have fun. The fact that you create something and have something at the finished product, well, that's a bonus because you've come out and you've created, you've relieved stress. There's all sorts of different benefits from actually painting on ceramics.
I guess people have different reasons why they come out to do it. That's for sure. Okay, this is my favorite. This is not what you make, but this is a Halloween cat that you brought with his tail up in the air.
It's just part of the display and
he's
part
great.
of the image.
Just a great. Okay.
Another thing you might be interested in, Dot, is that Glaze Bayou is like really involved in area charities. Recently we had the children from Wilmer Hall come out and paint bowls and plates. Wilmer Hall just bought a new house that their transitional kids will go into after they get to a certain age when they want to go into the jobs and look for jobs. And they painted dinnerware at my studio. And there's an event coming up called the Maine Event. October 25th is the start of it. And they bring in lobsters from Maine. But the bowls will be at the Maine Event for auction to help raise money for Wilmer Hall.
That is so interesting. Now, when you first started, you didn't get into those kind of things, did you? Or
actually, I did. I try to keep a lot of community involvement, do a lot of things with the museum. Also, recently, I worked with 300 children from area schools, and they painted tiles. Well, the museum is under a big expansion, as everybody hopefully knows. But they're doing a children's art room, and the tiles that these school children did are going to be incorporated into the backsplash of the museum.
Well, that is wonderful. I was going back in my memory. How long have you been in business? Not that long.
It's been about 3.5 years.
That's what I thought, or 4, yeah.
And it's been exciting, it's been fun, and a lot of different things such as the M&Ms come up, or involvement with other organizations such as Wilmer Hall and the museum. It keeps me young.
So actually, you really do have a community-oriented business.
Yes, I do.
Okay. This is so attractive, but so light.
A lot of people, associate heavy and heavyweight with ceramics, but
no, you don't need it.
Over the years, they've been able to get the molds correct to where things are thinner, and they're actually as durable as anything you would buy anywhere else at a store. People also think they're more fragile, but these things are not more fragile. And this is another example of the colors that you can use that are they're Halloween colors, the green, the yellows, and the orange, but they're painted on something that's not a Halloween type product.
Yeah, actually, 2 shades of green and a little bit of black. Yeah. Okay, now these little dishes down here, of course, could be just for candies, and this could serve as even putting a little candle in, couldn't it?
You can decorate your house with it however you want. People use it for a dip bowl, for artichokes, or for shrimp. Here's another thing that people are getting into. I learn things from my customers all the time. The trees that people put on the table for Easter, the little wire trees, where they put ornaments, well, they started going over to Easter where they put decorative Easter eggs. Well, now they're doing them for Halloween. People are coming in painting ornaments with pumpkins and cats and anything related to Halloween. Oh. And they're making a little tabletop tree to decorate their table with.
So that's why you have that little top on there, so it can accommodate as an ornament. Well, thank you, Joe, very, very much. And all I would have to do if I wanted to get into it was give you a call at Glazed Bio.
I'm located in Spring Hill Shopping Center at McGregor and Old Shell.
Okay, you want to make us a visit around Christmas time?
I'd love to.
Okay, we'll see you then. Stay with us. We'll be back after this. And we promised you a guest chef. It's Filippo Maloney of the Pillis.
Good morning. Great.
Oh, yes,
Fall
we're going to have
here.
seafood today. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Now that we're into a little preview of fall, because it could lapse back, but it's
Sure.
here. Your menu changes slightly.
Sure, of course. We do think more appropriate for the fall, for the winter, of course, and more soup available, more kind thing to keep you warm.
Yeah, the people eat a lot of salads in the summer. And
yes, correct.
Food. Okay, you have one of my favorite things.
We have a very unique dish today. This is what you're doing is a grouper or snapper trout. Mm-hmm. Believe me or not, is the finest thing you can always conserve when you cut your seafood. What I had on the bowl is oil, little garlic,
really doesn't
rosemary.
Take much. Doesn't take much olive oil.
Just you quote, and you do fee little bit time. Saffron to your like. Saffron is a very unique thing. Has been picked by human hand. You'll take I don't know how many millions of the little dry seeds to make a pound. Of course, just to get you an idea, is about $90 per ounce.
Oh.
Okay. So what you do, you take all this pretty part of a seafood, you put it together, put a little salt and pepper, a little garlic, a little oil, a little herbs, thyme if you like. And this is one of my favorite little thing when you get available. And it's called a soft shell crab. You want to remove it as a part. Okay? And you open in here. And a lot of people, they don't know, this should be removed. Not is make a lot of difference, but I occasionally have people telling me, how will you do the soft shell crab? And I told them. So we do remove that. And we take this, and we cut in many pieces.
Oh, you're going to cut it up?
Right. And we put in there too. We make this gorgeous soup. Bouillabaisse à la Marseillaise is a specialty from Le Provence of France. And then, of course, you can create the own bouillabaisse with any seafood in the world. And the more seafood you have, the flavorful it is a particular dish.
I see.
Then we have, here I have a little sauté onion with a little olive oil, some herbs, thyme, rosemary. And here I have a chicken broth.
Oh, I wonder.
Or you can make from a fumé de poisson, or is done with seafood bones. The seafood bone, they gotta be extremely fresh, or you have a little smell. Or you can mix. I have a half and a half, some chicken broth and fumé de poisson, where is
Oh, that would be different, yes.
yeah. So this product, this is the oil with the onion, will bring some of the flavor. We'll mix. Okay, we'll mix with the.
And you got herbs in there.
Yeah,
They smell
you have all
so
the
good.
herbs, and this, of course, you gotta be boiling, and we have all this mixture of seafood. We wanna put a little bit salt and pepper. This is it, and we put in here. Okay, and you bring it to a boiling point. When this is boiling, you reduce the heat, and it will be ready in 2 minutes from then.
Well, you know, for seafood lovers, that gives them 3 aspects. Yeah.
First of all, you have vegetable inside, the onion, the garlic, you have the herb, and you can put as many seafood you have.
Oh, really? Just fill it up. Yeah.
You can put clams, you can put mussels, you can put shrimp, you can take a tuna is extraordinarily good because it's firm. You make a strip of a tuna, and this a strip of a tuna, they'll stay intact. Red snapper and grouper, and the beauty of the fish we have local, it will eventually falling apart. But that's okay, you know, it's a soup, so you can have it subtle what you want.
Well, now, actually, would you call that's a simmer, isn't it? Aren't you simmering it a little bit?
Well,
boiling
it's
it
bring
very
it to
low.
boil in 1 second, and
Yeah.
as soon as this is boil is ready, it will have ready before the time is be finished.
Well, if you had it up too hot, too high, it would make them get mushy, wouldn't it?
Not essential
Yeah.
probably, but that's why you got to looking. As soon as it's boiling, okay,
Yeah.
you cut it, turn it down, and simmer for 1 or 2
It
minutes.
smells
But
good.
when the seafood is boiling, it is cooked, unless it's a very large piece of a fish. This is very small, and it's almost ready. And they will put it, this is the best thing is to serve it in a bowl, and you serve it with the crostini or toasted bread, and you will bring a lot of the beautiful color. I had in here something you can add to add a little color. Where is it? Puree of a tomato. Okay.
A little tomato paste, huh?
And then I had, for those of you like how they do in Provence, you want to put on the last moment is.
It's almost a seafood stew, isn't
Is
it?
it? Yeah.
Yeah, really.
In reality, that's what it is. It's a seafood stew. And it should not have a lot of color. Should have very,
Oh, that makes it pretty.
very pretty. And this is, you know, it is ready.
Yeah.
Because the tomato, you don't want to do overcook it. And we will serve it in this pretty nice bowl. And that's what we have.
Well, now, soft shell crabs, are they pretty popular?
Well, they are popular. The only thing they
Well,
are.
you serve them, this is one way, but they serve
The
them.
best thing is sauté meunière.
Oh.
Okay. You saute, you make a meunière sauce, and then you will do.
Look at that. That is a stew, isn't that?
It is a stew. It's a
Yeah.
quick stew. You're leaving the herbs inside because it will bring you a tremendous, beautiful flavor, and also it will help the look of it. It's a magnificent thing.
Oh, that smells so good.
And then, of course,
Yeah.
you have the
Okay,
toasted
we're just
bread.
about out of time. This is hot, but I'm going to take a little sip of that.
Et voila.
Delicious.
It's very, very tasty.
Just a little sauce. Okie doke. And things are going well at the Pillars.
Yes, everything is fine. I'm back normal after the terrible thing.
After
Yes.
all of the...
Yes, everything is pretty normal now.
Well, we're all saying God bless America no matter what kind of
Absolutely.
business we're
Yes,
in,
indeed.
right? Okay. Thank you, Filippo. We'll see you the next time.
Pleasure.
Stay with us. We have some messages. Then we will be back. Well, at one time or another, most of us have been forced by relatives or neighbors to look at out-of-focus, shaky, just plain bad videos made at home. However, today with technology, there's an advancement now that you can get your home videos to look like the big guys in Hollywood did it. And in this report, Sue Berg tells us how.
Jeff, Zane, and Cameron have been perfecting moves on their skateboards for years now, but they recently added a new trick, making their own DVDs.
Right, generally what we do is we'll get the camera and then we'll film different tricks at different angles, and then we'll go upstairs and put it on the computer and edit it, and then we'll burn it onto DVD and just watch it.
Thanks to new digital camcorders, faster home PCs, and easy-to-use video editing software, the boys can now record their moves and edit the footage into compelling home videos and DVDs almost as quickly as they can perform them.
Just a few years ago, personal computers were not powerful enough to allow you to record video from a camcorder and get it into the PC and edit it without the additional help of costly add-on cards and other products. Today, with the power of the Pentium 4 processor and modern digital camcorders that are designed to connect to personal computers, it's easy and inexpensive for consumers to make their own home digital movies.
The driving force behind this explosion in computer power has been the rapid evolution of the microprocessor, the brains of the PC. The latest personal computers, powered by Intel's Pentium 4 chip, allow you a higher level of performance needed for today's multimedia fun.
Reaching a performance level of 2 gigahertz for a general-purpose microprocessor is a technology achievement. But what it means for consumers is such things as video editing now become fast and fun.
In addition to editing home movies, users can convert music files into MP3 files 49% faster than before. And 3D games run smoother and look more realistic.
These computers are changing the way we listen to our music, play our games, and even how we make and watch our home movies.
So now watching those home videos elicits cheers instead of groans. This is Sue Berg reporting.
I hope you stay happy.